What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. He's probably not the best mentor to have when it comes down to training folks who have one for all. And there's some stuff that he has not told Deku yet, but he's told Bakugo. So we're doing two chapters in one. I mean, not two chapters. Yeah, two chapters in one video. Brain fart. But we're going to do two because I missed last weekend's and I'm doing this weekend's. And I'm not going to get into why I haven't been doing recently. Just go watch the One Piece video and it explains why. But let's go on and jump into this video. Go on and jump into this discussion about what's going on. So, All Might knows all the powers that are like stockpiled into All for One for All. All right. Always remember, All for One and One for All are stockpile quirks. And if you don't know what a stockpile is, it's pretty much the best way to put it. It's like, say for instance, if I have a friend that has fire powers, all right, and I have All for One and One for all I got to do is pretty much take his power and just pretty much stack it on each other so I can have fire powers, ice powers. Pretty much what Shigaraki's doing right now with all these different types of quirks. That's pretty much stockpiling. You're pretty much putting it on top of, put it all into one. So yeah, that's pretty much what that is. And one for all users was scratched out. His name was scratched out in the book that All Might has, because he has pretty much all the former users of this quirk and how they died, their names, what their original quirk was, and that's about it. But he has some information on the fourth user, but some of it was scratched out. And that has me thinking, or just had me thinking, has everybody thinking, okay, who is this dude? Was he good? Was he evil? What was his quirk? And will it kill Deku? Because right now Deku is in midair with Black Whip, holding all his comrades while fighting Shigaraki. And the thing about Shigaraki that I'm starting to kind of understand here and find it kind of funny is that he knows that he was woken up early. He came to terms that he knows that he was woken up early and that his quirks are not really working like he wants them to work. Yes, we all know Eraserhead had his eye on him for a while. Now he doesn't, and they're still not functioning like he wants them to. So he's upset, but he's still going at it. And honestly, this fight has dragged on long enough. It's time to wrap it up now, because I feel like, just wrap it up, all right? It's long enough, but they're gonna keep dragging it on, and we get to see more character development when it comes to Bakugo. And Bakugo is my actual favorite character when it comes down to My Hero Academia, because Deku's like Goku and Bakugo's just like Vegeta. And as over time we see Vegeta get more character development, same thing with Bakugo. Bakugo is pretty much, he cares about Deku. He wants to help Deku. He knows that Deku is probably going to be a better hero than him. And he goes back to the flashback where him, Ojiko, and not Dr. Ojiko, I forget her name. Her name is sometimes hard for me to pronounce, but old girl that has the gravity powers and a couple other people helped Deku train, because sooner or later, All Might knew that Deku was going to activate the quirk Float, which was Nana Shimuri's original quirk. Float is pretty much them flying. They just call it Float. But he knew that that was the deal, and he was helping Deku become a better hero. And for him, though, he knows that, hey, look, he wants to make up for all the things he did to him back in the day, being a bully, being this, being that. And he wants to keep him close, because of the fact of the matter is, he knows that Deku constantly flies off the handle and tries to, take things to the next step. He be breaking his limbs and stuff. And in this chapter, he sounded like Orochimaru, because none of his arms aren't going to work. His arms are pretty much dead and broken. And it's like, we need Eri for her to heal not just him, but also, Eraserhead, because, he lost his leg. And the one thing that kind of caught my attention when it came to this is Endeavor is sitting there on the side, and he can't do nothing. He's the number one hero, and he can't do nothing because his fire power kind of like burnt out. Because if he keeps going, he's going to hurt himself. Like, he's going to physically and probably mentally hurt himself to where he probably can't be the number one hero anymore. So we got Shoto there who's trying to help heal folks, but Bakugo said, hey, keep your dad cool for a little bit so we can help out, Deku and all them. So he was like, when your dad is getting ready to use an attack, after he gets done using that attack, cool him down with ice powers and go from there. And even though, yes, it did kind of work, the thing that kind of got me was how Shigaraki is looking. Shigaraki looks like he doesn't have skin. Like, it's pretty much been all burnt off. And it's like, it's either his healing factor just ain't kicking in like it's supposed to, or it's just not there anymore and it's non-existent. I think it's just not kicking in right now. But Shigaraki's upset. He's saying, oh, y'all want to be in the sky, y'all want to go to heaven so badly, here, I'm sending you there. That was funny. But one thing that did click in my head, and I've been saying this for the past couple weeks, ever since he's had this, inner voice in his head talking to him like he's Randy Orton, All For One said, give me your body, little brother. Then that's when, I guess, Shigaraki blacks out this little, All For One's little quirk where like the little black tentacles come out, and it can, whoever it touches, I guess, gets to get their quirk gets stolen. And people are trying to dodge that. Shigaraki pretty much is not there. And I think this is where we should end the fight and also end the chapter and end the video, because I think that's what All For One has been trying to do for the longest. I think he knew that his body was going to give out sooner or later, and he was like, I need a new one. And Shigaraki is that body that he wants. So he's trying to pull a Orochimaru. This is my second Naruto reference in this video, so that's hilarious. But he's trying to find a new body. So he found Shigaraki's body and a new quirk, which is Decay. And now he's trying to, probably transfer his conscience into that body right now from Tartarus, which is kind of fucked up, because he trained Shigaraki to be a villain, and it'll be heartbreaking to see that your mentor then turned on you so he can have a new body, and he can still rule the villains underground for many, many, many years. But what do you guys think? Who is this fourth user? That is the main thing I want to hear. Who is this fourth user? Same thing with who the hell is Dabi, but still, who is the fourth user? Now I'm not even worried about Dabi. I want to know, okay, let's see the flashback about this dude. What is so bad about him? Like, what was the point of scratching out his name? Was he evil? Was he an anti-hero? Was he he just had quirks? Did he just have power maybe? I don't know. But that's all I got for you guys. Hope y'all being safe out there, taking care of yourselves. But other than that, that's all I got for y'all. Peace.